Hey guys! So recently I posted a video called the American Accent Test, and I wasn't really sure how it would go over, but I got some really nice comments, and a lot of you guys said that you found it really helpful in helping you determine those small tiny errors you're making that may not be really easy to spot because they're so small that they'll never actually lead to a miscommunication. So based on that, I thought that I would make another test type video that will work in a really similar way. So for those that are new here joining us, I will put a link to that other video if you want to check it out. But basically what we're doing is that I'm going to be reading some different slang expressions. And these are the exact same expressions in a previous video. So if you want to know what those mean, how they're pronounced, feel free to check that out if you haven't seen it. But what I want you to do today is, again, really exercise your auditory perceptual system and determine if I'm saying the word correctly or not, and if not, why not? So I'm kind of adding another layer of complexity compared to the last accent test video. If you're new here, my name is Victoria and I post all about American English. So if you are interested in learning about pronunciation, articulation, linking, stress, everything that falls under that American English umbrella, then please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and YouTube will let you know when I post new content. So as for the previous American accent test video, I want to mention that this is really geared towards those of you guys who are looking to master the North American English accent. So you want to sound like a native speaker or as close to a native speaker as possible. And again, the only way to do that is to make sure your auditory perceptual skills are really, really, really sharp. Because if I'm hearing something and you're not hearing it, then it's very likely you're not going to be able to pronounce that word correctly, right? But these are really small mistakes that I'm going to be making on purpose to test your ears, your auditory perceptual system, and they're likely not going to change whether someone's able to understand you or not. So depending on your level and your goal, don't get discouraged by this exercise. It's really just meant for those of you who are really advanced and who want to torture yourselves with this kind of content. So let's get to it, you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be reading the same slang words that I introduced in a recent video. So I'm going to throw each one into a phrase or a sentence, and I want you to tell me whether I'm saying it correctly or not. And some of them, I'm going to make them really tricky. Of course, that's the whole point. So the first one we have is, I'm going to write it on the screen so you can have a peek at it. So I might say to someone, "Did you get any scoop from her?" Did you get any scoop from her? What do you think? Am I saying scoop like a native speaker or not? So for this one, I was attempting to say a pure oo vowel. As I heard myself say it, because I said it really quick, I even thought, I bet I could have fooled some people. But my intention was really to say, did you hear the scoop? Scoop with a pure O, versus a native speaker would say it with more of a diphthongized oo. Did you hear the scoop? Did you hear the scoop? So there's some movement as that vowel is happening. I'll mention too, depending on how easy or difficult you're finding this task, a really great trick is just to go into the YouTube settings and adjust the speed. So if you're thinking like, this is a bit boring, it's a bit easy, make it a little bit faster, and that might up the ante for you a little bit. And if you're finding it super hard, but you still want to do the exercise, then just slow down the playback speed a little bit, and it might be a little bit more doable. So the next one here, we have, oh my gosh, yikes, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, yikes, I didn't know that. So, YIKES, am I pronouncing that word correctly or not? So in this case, I couldn't think of a clever way to mispronounce this word. So yikes, like that expression of, oh my goodness, is pronounced exactly like I said it there. So the next one, I might say, oh, I hurt you. I hurt you. This one, I'm saying a real word, right? But am I saying the word that's on the screen? No, I'm not. I'm not saying something positive. I'm saying I hurt you, like I did something bad to you, but what I was going for was I heart you. I heart you. So again, English isn't phonetic, right? So seeing the letters E, A, R, that's no guarantee whether it's going to be or R, but in this case, it's definitely R. I heart you. You could say to a close friend if you're kind of being cutesy. The next one, I could say, oh, I am so sick of that magazine. I find that all of their articles are just clickbait. I find all of their articles are just clickbait. What do you think? Am I saying it as a native speaker would or not? So for this one, not. So instead of saying click with a lax I vowel, I said click with a pure E vowel. So clickbait, that stress is on click, but you need to have a lax I vowel there. Next one. I had a really fun weekend. I went out with my girlfriends and we got all dolled up. We got all dolled up. What do you think? Am I saying it correctly or not? Okay, not. Where am I mispronouncing that expression? So actually on both of my vowels here. So I said dolled up, o-a, both pure vowels. But in this case, I would say we were all dolled up, dolled up. So that first vowel is ah, the second vowel should be dolled up. Next up, oh my gosh, for my birthday, my sister got me tickets to go skydiving. I am so stoked. I am so stoked. What do you think? S-T-O-K-E-D. Am I pronouncing it correctly or not? No, why not? So in this one, I needed to round my O vowel more. It's not an O, it's an O. O. So I'm not stoked, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. That's gonna be awesome. Next one. Wow, that was a killer presentation you just did. Wow, that was a killer presentation you just did. So what do you guys think? K-I-L-L-E-R. Did I say it correctly or not? This one I did say it correctly. Killer. That was a killer presentation. Whew, it's getting really hot outside and I need to buy a new AC unit. Otherwise, we're just gonna bake in here. I need to buy a new AC unit. What do you guys think? Am I saying it correctly or not? So for this one, I'm not. Why not? It's because of my stress, right? So in this case, I should be saying AC, AC. But what I said was AC, AC. So I can't stress that A, I need to stress the final syllable C. I need a new AC unit. I'm really excited to go to your party. I just know we're gonna have a blast. I just know we're gonna have a blast. So, am I saying it correctly or not? Not. So, I'm not tensing my a enough here. So, I'm saying blast, but I should be saying blast, blast. So, there's more muscular tension in my a sound. There's also more length compared to blast. I am so tired. I need to catch some Z's. I need to catch some Z's. Correct or not? Not. Why not? It's that final S, final letter S. So I said Z's, Z's. But what I should have said was Z's, Z's. So that final consonant is a Z, and my vowel was also a bit on the short side. That wasn't intentional, but I can hear that I did that. So Z's has quite a long tense vowel as well. What do you do for work? Oh, I'm a code monkey. I'm a code monkey. Correct or not? Not. Why not? So this one, it's the vowel on code that again wasn't diphthongized enough. It was pure and clean, oh, code, but that's not a word in English. We have the word code, code. So it's like it's spelled K-O-W-D, a code monkey or a programmer like we said. And then our last one, I am so excited to go on VACAY. I am so excited to go on VACAY. This one I think is obvious. I'm kind of cheating on this one. So there's a few things going on here. Both my vowels are incorrect and my stress is incorrect. So I'm saying VACAY, VACAY, but we don't have an A sound in English. We have a really similar sound, but it's not A, it's A, A. I also have to stress that first syllable. So it's a VACAY, VACAY. Short for vacation, right? I'm so pumped for my vacay coming up soon. So that is all for today's test, you guys. I hope that you found this helpful. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.